Not the song I wanted. Hold on. What's up, dudes? How we doing? Hello, hello. Fuck it. We'll just throw this on. This is a doable song. Oh, man. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon. Good evening. Oh, man. Done with college. Congratulations. That's amazing. That's actually, like, huge. Katie with the tier 3 for 26 months. Thank you. I appreciate you. Can we get some hearts in chat, please? Thank you guys for all the support. I really do appreciate it. What's up, dudes? Oh, man. Got audio working. Nice. It's raining. We love that. All right. There we go. I made it. I'm here. Yeah. What's up, everybody? Mickey, thank you for the 15 months. I appreciate it. Hope we're doing good. Hope we're doing well. Thanks for the scam train. Thanks for the support, dudes. Sorry that I took a few days off. I didn't want to, but I've had a lot going on. Needless to say, I'm here for now. I will kind of just TLDR this without getting into specifics. I skipped out of D&D in the morning. I don't know when it's gonna come up or what's gonna happen, but I'm currently awaiting a phone call to figure out if I am gonna have to leave for a few days. So schedule TBD for now, but I'm here regular time until I say it's no longer regular time. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what's up. Thank you guys for the support. I really do appreciate it. I don't really know where we left off with Flop. I don't know what's going on with this character right now, but I'm sure there's plenty to be going on. We could just tweet and just let the fucking world take us by storm. Let's take a look. Let's throw on this. Nice. What's up, Manda? How you doing? What's up, dudes? Family takes priority. Oh, I know it does. I know. Trust me. I'm not even sweating over that. Let's see what we got going on. Let's just throw a tweet out and see what the fuck happens. Are they going through the block? Ooh. Come out this way. Or go this way. Damn, I wanted to yell at people. Shit. All right. Let's do what we got to do. Let's just tweet something remarkable for people to care about. What's something that Major T coming his way? Yeah, probably. There we go. Something that people will remember. And phone call in 3, 2, 1. Nope. Okay, never mind. I guess not. That's a good one. I think so. I mean, fuck. That's a classic shark. Oh, hello. What did we miss here?
Hi, Flop. Bye, Flop.
Hi, goodbye. Hey, what's up, Benny?
So
I'm
after
good.
that
How are you?
SWAT,
oh, sorry. Sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, after that SWAT, we are gonna look into why we employed you. So you're on a 24-hour investigation.
Am I suspended until investigation over? I'm like the only functioning mechanic.
I work too.
Sometimes.
Take all the credit. Well, you got a new coworker, so.
Who's the new coworker?
Hey, you ready?
Sure.
You ready? Ex-cop. Can you guess?
Ex-cop. Lovesick.
No, not a club member.
Oh, not a club member.
I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
Ding, ding, ding.
Croc?
Ooh.
Shithead Croc?
What does a bell noise has to do with croc?
Ding, ding, ding.
Literally just give you the answer.
How is that
Bell.
a fucking ant?
Bell is your new partner. She's your new coworker.
Callista Bell.
Yeah, she's fired from PD. She's blooded into the shop. Come up here, doll.
Oh, boy.
What, is that not good?
She told me less than a week ago that by the end of the week she may not have a job.
Yeah.
And somehow, oh boy, I feel like I gotta talk to her. Okay.
Yeah, she wants nothing to do with PD anymore. I think she's an EMS, but
really?
yeah, Finn just hired her.
Oh, well, no shit. I gotta take her along for this race I'm gonna go to. And Belle just texted me saying, call me ASAP. Motherfucker.
Belle?
Okay.
Oh, all right. I'll talk to you in a bit.
Yeah, I'll talk to you soon, Benny. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Yo, ads with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for sure with the 19 months. And Blaze with the 10 months. Thank you guys for all the support. I really appreciate it. Y'all don't gotta do anything. I appreciate it. This just turned into an interesting fucking day.
Hey, where are you at?
Like,
are you free?
Yeah, for you, abso-fucking-lutely. I'd love to know what the fuck happened.
So you already know?
Well, Benny called me and said, you have a new employee. I said, okay. He goes, ex-cop. I said, okay. He said, guess. So I guess Lovesick, and then I guessed Croc. And he said, here's a hint, ding, ding, ding. And then he said your name, and I immediately was brought back to our phone call less than a week ago of you saying I may be fired in a week. And here we are.
Wait, was that actually a week ago?
That was I was only a couple days ago, I think.
All right, well, I feel like that's best said in person, so where are you at?
Yeah, no, we need to talk. I'm in my cringe car. I'm gonna come pick you up. Where are you?
Driving south on Power.
Oh my God. Comms. I'll be there in a second. Meet me at PDM.
At PDM? Okay.
PDM South Power. I'll be there in a second. Jesus Christ.
Don't you fucking dare cry on me, because I swear to God, I
Oh my
could probably
God,
start
they're in
waterworks.
fucking comms. You know how long it's been since I've heard comms on a radio? Oh my, I gotta buy a new tablet. I'll be there in a second.
All right.
I'll see you in a sec. Bye-bye. Oh my God, what did I miss in chat? I'm sorry. I thought I heard another ding. I guess I didn't. I'm hearing things. Never mind. Dude, Belle got fired? Oh man, I swear to God, if she got fired for the impeachment, holy fuck, I'm gonna scream. Blurple, thank you for the 49 months. I appreciate it. Can we get some hearts in chat, please? Thank you. See, Chad doesn't ruin everything. Everything and most things are two very similar things. All right, let's do it. Oh, hype train over. GG. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Gamer Kitty, thanks for the 20 months. I appreciate you. Could we get some hearts in chat, please? All right. I need to check something real quick. New pricing sheet. Okay, that's normal. Oh God, hold on. We'll be with Belle in a second. We gotta go make money. It's been a busy few days for Bell. I can't wait to talk. I just learn about it. I mean, this is fucking great. This is cool. Thank you guys for all the resubs. I appreciate it. And like always, I really appreciate the support. Maybe at some point I'll go into details, but for now, just know that I really appreciate you guys staying put and understanding my shit schedule. Do we have 4 harnesses in stock? Oh my god, we do. Okay, 4 harnesses works out to be, let me see, 20k. Hey, how you doing?
Got shot.
By who? Who do I have to kill?
I don't know. Someone who got butt hurt, called me a snitch. So
If you find out, let me know so I can help you kill them.
Not if I do it first.
We can do it together.
Okay.
Come on,
All right,
bonding.
okay,
Group
okay.
bonding.
A bonding experience. I haven't skinned a corpse in a long time.
Yeah, easy.
We'll get this out of the way real quick. 4 harnesses,
Yeah.
correct?
yes, please.
20k flat.
I know.
Thank
She
you.
was prepared.
I'm gonna hand these to you individually. I'm afraid to put these on the ground.
It's fine. Yeah, no. So some people pulled into the Ambo Bay in what looked to be like an armored transport car with like PD lights and everything. Saying that they were there to pick up and transport someone like the 95s to fucking MRPD. And you know, me being a shooter, I'm like, so where's paperwork? And they're like, oh, it's signed by the warden of
We just made
Bloomsburg. And I
$6
said,
grand.
okay, let me just call him to confirm. And I called my friend
You're following
because
me?
I don't have the fucking number of this goddamn guy. So I was like calling my friend and they answered. I was like, yeah, warden, just want to confirm, blah, 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 just fucking around and whatever. Thinking they'd be like, oh, she called my bluff, you know, and they'd fuck right off. No, they didn't. They like
Walk out. Sorry.
rammed. They got rammed by like PD and everything. Trying to, I'm pretty sure it was fucking Buddha and all them. But I'm not 100%. So they drove off. Whatever. I go inside to talk to one of the doctors, and this guy, a fucking pudgy face looking bastard, wearing a mask that wasn't fitting properly, comes and goes, "You Lottie Breeze?" I said, "Yeah," and he goes, "Next time, don't fucking snitch," and then double tapped me. Hit me square in the eye. That I've already lost, thank fuck. But apparently I flatlined for a little bit. They got me back. But
What the fuck?
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad that you're okay, and if I hear anything, I will, without fucking doubt, let you know.
Oh, please do.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
What do you got planned for the rest of the day?
I have only just gone off duty because
Okay.
yeah, I'm a dumb fuck who went. So I stayed on duty because like duties, that's what I do. Oh, hired Callista Bell. to EMS.
Yeah, I'm about to go meet with her and talk to her.
Yeah.
Funny enough,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm gonna go do that. But if you guys are around
Yeah.
after, I'd love to catch up and talk.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've been spending the last couple of days down in the sewers. Figured out the sewer doctor down there and how all their meds and shit work. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just know if you ever find out who it was, let me know. And if they end up showing up with missing limbs, just know that they had a terrible accident dirt biking in the mountains.
Accurate.
Oh, no, that's crazy.
And the 4 bullets to the back of the head were actually rocks.
Oh yeah, totally.
You know
Yeah.
that happens all the time. That
Not a
happens all the
45 caliber.
time.
Oh no, not at all.
No, never.
Ever. No, wouldn't be. No, come now.
Yeah, no, I don't play around with that shit. I'm sorry. You leave EMS alone. You leave doctors alone. You leave those people alone, for fuck's sake. But that's insane.
Well, they came into the ER to shoot me.
I'm pretty sure that falls under borderline terrorism. So that's fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually,
was
I
on
think that's
duty.
considered treason. I don't know. I might be wrong.
Yeah.
I forget which one it is.
I think it's terrorism. Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, came into the
Hot touching
ER
with the 13
while I
months?
was on duty. Fucking double tapped.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Trust
Well-
me, if
Yeah.
I was there, someone would be fucking dead right now.
I would have. I mean, listen. In the famous words of Cornwood, this one's for Sam Bass, and I'd put 2 more while they were on the ground.
Oh, 100%.
But you know,
Yeah.
well, fuck. Why is everyone looking for harnesses right now? I think we just sold the last of them. God damn it.
Oh no.
Hold on. Oh wait,
Time to make more.
wait. There's one. Shit. What's this guy's name? Sean Danielson. Tell me he's advertising. He is.
There you go. Another sale.
Yo,
Hey, I got one harness in stock in Milton. Do you want to swing by?
yeah, how much is it?
I
5,000.
appreciate you, sweetheart.
Not a problem.
I won't be there.
I got you, Lottie.
Bye, Flop.
Talk to you guys soon. Sorry,
All right,
Sean.
See you in a bit.
Yeah.
Yep. See you
No,
soon.
you
Bye
good. Bye.
Oh man. Sorry, Belle. I hope you understand. We're making money. A lot of it too. Bob just made let's see. What is hold on. Let's do some math real quick. In the couple minutes we've been awake, the new updated sheet, we make money on harnesses now. We make money on turbos. We also make money on we make money on turbos, we make money on harnesses. So now, yeah. We've done great. Dude, everyone in the fucking Milton's chat is like, because I have to log everything. They're like, what the fuck? That's huge. Because it says 5 harnesses sold, $25,000. I guess Flop is set for paying club dues. Well, how are we looking for money right now? I don't even know how much money Flop has. Well, he's about to have about 70 grand. Hey, what's up, Sean? How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Doing all right, brother. You're lucky. I just caught you. We have one in stock.
Thank God.
I got you.
We got to hunt someone down for this.
Nah,
I
you're good.
appreciate
Not a problem. What are you up to? What do you got going on?
you. Getting ready to run sanitation. I'm waiting to get paid, and I'm gonna buy a bullet.
Ooh, nice. Well, if you need a salesperson for that, call me and I can try and get you a better deal. I say try. I don't know if Mosley's will let me do any adjustment, but I'll try and work with you as best I can.
Sounds good. I'll give you a ring as soon as I get the money.
All good. Sounds good, Sean. Whether I'm advertising or not, just give me a buzz, all right?
Awesome. You
Good
take it
shit,
easy,
brother.
Flop.
Likewise. You take care. Yeah! Woo! Flop, you're so goddamn horny and rich. Wow. He's horny before he's rich, but he's definitely horny. All right, now, Belle, you come next. I'm sorry. Sorry, Belle. I just had to make a quick $7,500 as soon as I woke up. Don't mind me. Not even advertising yet. 5 minutes awake. Oh, man. Chad, I hope you guys have been doing great and doing well. Like said, sorry schedule's been shit, but I appreciate you guys supporting and just being here. It is greatly appreciated. Genuinely. $85.99. $85.99. $85.99. $69, baby. Woo! Red Velvet, what's going on? Hope you're doing great. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the 9 months, the Twitch, baby. Thank you, thank you. We got it. Nah, I know. I just appreciate you guys. Where's Belle? Belle?
Hello?
Hey, are you at old PDM?
At old PDM?
Or I guess PDM, sorry.
Wait, are you talking the one at the ammunition?
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm at Mosley's. Hold on, I'll be there in a second.
Oh, good. I'm parked inside. This place is not occupied. I just figure out of the rain is probably better anyway, so.
Okay, I will. Right around the corner, so I will be there in a second.
Yeah, all good. So swing around back. You could park inside. I mean, who cares? I just figure out of the rain.
All right.
All right. I'll see you soon.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Daisy, thank you for the 16 months. I appreciate it. Bunch of hearts, please, in chat. I would appreciate it. Thank you. You have any idea how short my list just got for fucks to give about anyone in the PD?
Is it like that short?
It's I would say 6 inches, but it's definitely under. It is below the average.
Tell you what, I'll give you 10 guesses, by the way, because I feel like you're. You know what? I'm gonna give you 15.
For what reasons? For why you were
Take a
fired?
guess on the reason why I was fired. Yep.
Impeachment.
No.
What?
I feel like that's why they fired me, but that's not the reason they gave me.
Okay.
That's not the quote unquote official reason.
All right. Do you have any cigarettes by chance? If not, it's all good. I have one. I'll just burn this one if I gotta. Thank you. I just know I'm gonna go through at least 2 for this. First off, outside of bullshit, how are you?
With that, I feel like I gotta speak freely. I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders in regards to like stress and everything.
Me too.
But at the same time, I also feel guilty.
You shouldn't. Okay. Yeah, it's funny because when everyone asked me how I felt, I said a weight's been off my shoulders, so it's very interesting. Let me guess. In the conversation I had with Loki and the conversation I had with you, I'm gonna try and break this down based on the pettiness of the people that run that. So it wasn't because of the impeachment, but you assume that it maybe was because of that? They just couldn't officially say it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me guess. Paperwork?
Nope.
Overstepping rank?
Nope.
Talking back?
Nope.
Failure to fulfill command duties?
4 out of 15.
Forgot to swab someone's DNA?
You're a third of the way through your guesses.
Fuck. Attitude.
You know what? I'll give that one to you.
Wait, really?
The official reason was I had poor attitude on duty and it was bringing the shift down.
Right. Sure. So let me get the right. Okay. So
Another thing I want to say.
Oh,
is
wow.
Within the span of 24 hours. Actually, within the span.
Are you
of
looking to
1
reapply?
hour, no. But within the span of 24 hours.
Can I
within the span of
subtweet?
1 hour. Subtweet what?
Can I just subtweet just to do it? Your name will be out of it, but I'm definitely going to include poor attitude in it.
I suppose. But within the span of 1 hour, I was scolded, I was demoted, and then suspended.
I'm sorry. They demoted you as well?
Yep. Within the span of like 1 hour, I was called up. I was told that I had a poor attitude and I was scolded and then I was going to get demoted to a senior. At that point, I told them that I felt like they were unfit for command, high command even at that point, and that I was going to be working on impeachment. They let me go.
Who was the problem to start with? Was it Peters or was it Moss?
Peters.
Okay. You know what's really crazy? Real quick, just something that I have come to realize about what I've heard in stories. The problem always starts with Peters and always ends with Moss. And what I think is so interesting is that Moss is, I would say, relatively a really nice person, right? But what's interesting is that she's the chief of police, correct?
Yep.
She selected her assistant chief as far as I'm aware, right? Or was that elected by
Nope.
Nino?
From what I have heard, apparently Viv was supposed to get the spot. When she was speaking with Nino, Nino gave her a piece of paper with names on it. And those names are going to be her assistant chief. She didn't agree with the names on it, so she didn't get the chief of police spot.
Interesting. Okay. So, in other words, probably assume that Nino selected both of them.
Yep.
I think Moss is a nice
So
person, but I think Peters doesn't. How do I say this? The way that Peters carries himself poorly reflects on Moss. And it seems like from consistencies that I've heard, speaking with Loki, which I did actually go out of my way to speak to him, I'm realizing that the poor reflection of high command has deterred people from the LSPD and continues to be the failure of a backbone from high command to hold anybody accountable. And the people that are holding high command accountable are the ones that are getting shit on and losing their jobs or literally transferring to move away from the problem. It's almost as if LSPD's become a wasp and everyone that gets too close gets stung. High command has become a hive for wasps, and no matter what happens, everyone's getting stung for it. And to avoid being stung, they're just moving away or literally getting fired for it. I am so glad that I left when I did, because you are so far from the only horror story. But out of anybody, Belle, I'm sorry to cut you off from what you were saying. Legitimately, and I mean this wholeheartedly, they lost probably one of the few only good ones that they had left in the LSPD. As far as I'm concerned, let the place burn. I told somebody 6 months ago that if I left and that place were to burn down in a fiery fucking blaze, I wouldn't lose sleep over it. And the more I'm seeing it, the more I'm realizing I wouldn't lose an ounce of fucking sleep over that place. They deserve that building to burn. And I am so sorry that they treated you the way that they did. I don't even know what happened
They're
in
watching
particular.
it burn, but instead of grabbing a bucket of water, they're holding the gas can.
Yeah. What a fucked up place. I'm
Like,
sorry.
There's so much shit that's happened to so many officers, and excuse me for being the, I guess, sergeant of the shift that wants to see your shift succeed and bringing it up, but like, their biggest thing was they said that I didn't communicate with them. They got appointed, or Moss got appointed chief. A couple days later, she appointed Peters, and then I think 4 or 5 days after that, I had an emergency that I had to fly out for like a week. I came back to find that McNulty had transferred, Bay had transferred, Bradford was talking about transferring. Loki was a sergeant.
I think
but
he did
was like,
transfer, right? Bradford?
oh, I spoke to Bradford and I told him, like, let me dig into this a little bit more. Let me try to see if I can stop it. Next day he transferred. But regardless, like, I spoke to them. Like, I went out of my way to speak with them, try to figure out what's going on. A lot of the issues came back to Peters with the whole them shaking up the P&T stuff, like putting PPOs that were like 30 days that were doing really extremely well on hold until they did a final eval. Like, don't get me wrong, a final eval, like throughout their PPO shifts, it's not a bad idea, but have that shit hammered out and then roll it out with the next academy class. Don't just jump in halfway through an academy session and implement it. But between that, the whole talk about certs being split between LSPD and BCSO, I've heard that Peters was stirring shit with BCSO.
Yeah, what happened to Unified? What happened to being unified? What happened to being one? What happened to
Nino, I feel.
I don't mind stir up. Don't get me wrong. Stir up every once in a while, not a big deal. We, again, fall back in this loop where PD still has yet to have a backbone to stand on. We cannot support ourselves. The PD cannot support themselves. They have yet to, in 9 months, have they been able to support themselves under any circumstance. And yet here we are following in the same footsteps to say that we need to start causing a shakeup. The shakeup isn't the problem. It's the fact that the shakeup is happening while we still have yet to have a department that fucking functions. Holy shit. Okay, sorry, go ahead. I'm good. I'm good.
But I mean, there's a lot of valid like reasons as to why they were transferring. And like, don't get me wrong, I'm a little disappointed that they didn't stick to their guns and bring up the issues, but like, I'm glad that they're having fun in BCSO. But at some point, like I told you, I feel like somebody needs to stand up. And I stood up, I talked to Moss, I brought the issues to her. It was a one-on-one conversation, and I feel like it went pretty well. Like, I feel like she was receptive, but the whole Loki thing happened. I told Peters that I felt like that was unprofessional. Moss didn't really say anything. Peters didn't really, I feel like, take a lot of accountability with it. And I think after that, I kind of had a target on my back because after that conversation, I went and spoke with Bones. I will admit, like, I wanted to kind of gauge high command, see if they were easy to work with, stuff like that. Bones went and talked with them. Didn't really give specifics as to the talk, but he did say that I talked with them.
I'm gonna give you a tidbit about Bones, just so you know. And I mean this like so respectfully to Bones, because I actually think he has somewhat of a positive mindset. Bones does not have a backbone to fucking stand on. And I would guarantee you he walked into that room and had their conversation and they said everything and went, huh. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. You know how I know that? Because when I got internally investigated for my shit, he pretty much said, he didn't pretty much say, he said, and I quote, I trust you and I would have done the same thing you did. And then 3 weeks later, he was like, you're a liar. I can't believe you would do this. I don't understand where this came from. This is unbelievable. And I was like, I'm fucking sorry. What happened to the conversation we had 3 weeks ago where you were on my side? He's another fucking two-face. And he always was. And he always will be. And I guarantee you, I hate to say it, Bell, he probably didn't defend you at all. That's coming from experience knowing Bones, and that's coming from my side of knowing how he treated me as well. But keep going. I'm sorry. I got a lot of anger to voice out, and I could say it to you finally. Oh my god.
Well, with that, like last Saturday, like, are you familiar with the whole Loki thing now? Like, have you actually spoken with him?
He told me more than he probably should have, and he admitted that, and I'll take that respectfully, as I will never say anything about what he told me, but yes.
So yeah, at that point, I spoke up with anybody. I spoke up about it. We had a command meeting last Saturday. I think it was like at 10 o'clock, pretty much like right now. I spoke up about Peters. Decker, I feel like, was more passive aggressive, like brown nosing, but not really happy with it. I haven't even spoken to Decker after all this, but Maxwell was there, Frost was there, Sky was there. Frost and Sky both like voiced their concerns, Sky more vocally. Maxwell, I don't know what he was doing in Shift 1, but he somehow has the support of Shift 1. So I feel like he's being two-faced with that, like being nice to Shift 1, being like burning Shift 2 down.
Who was that? Sorry.
Peters.
Yeah. I've heard some mixed opinions about Peters, but yeah.
But regardless, like, we all brought up the issue that we felt like Peters was not good for LSPD. Moss kind of doubled down, saying that he was her pick. I feel like she was kind of convincing herself more than anybody, but she said that was her choice alone. Keep in mind that throughout the past week before this command meeting, as far as I'm aware, no. But throughout that week leading up to that command meeting, yes, I was having conversations. I was trying to figure out where Shift 2 stood. Like, I was trying to play catch up. Literally 24 hours from that command meeting, I get called up there and I get scolded for not communicating anything with Peters. Peters started the conversation off with so I heard he had a problem with me. I will admit I felt a little standoffish, so first words out of my mouth was, I feel like you're unfit for command. That spiraled downhill. Peters turned around and said, I feel like you're unfit for command and you're going to be demoted down to a senior. I
So
said, that's fine. I was respectful. I left. Like, ultimately, they are the chief, a chief.
mhm.
I went downstairs, took a stripe off, went back on patrol. I got called up literally about
So wait,
10 minutes later.
Sorry, they demoted you for not agreeing with their fit for command? That was their.
I don't even want to begin to think on how they think. Like, it scares me. Like, Flop, I got fired for bad attitude. But anyways,
He's an egotistical fuck is what he is, but go ahead.
with the second meeting, that was more like them, I feel like, trying to push me to transfer. They asked me why I didn't transfer to BCSO. I yelled at Peters, I will admit. Peters said, is that because Cassidy and Bones won't take you? And I told him that's fucking uncalled for and very unprofessional, but he made the comment that, and this is the part that concerns me, he said, do we really need a shift 2 LSPD? So he has no regards for like shift 2. That is something that I think I spoke with the marshals about, but they let me go. I came back up like roughly about 20 minutes later, and then they told me that I was suspended pending like high command review. And then pretty much 24 hours from that last comment, I got called back to MRPD and told that I was fired due to attitude.
You know what, Bell?
And as far as BCSO is concerned, I was speaking to Finley and Ivy earlier. They were asking me like what's stopping me from transferring to BCSO. I believe this is true. Like, I feel like I got thrown off the sinking ship that is the LSPD, and BCSO sailed right by without throwing a lifeline.
Yeah, they did the same thing to me. Bones told me 3 days before I was leaving, he's like, we were just getting ready to poach you for BCS, so we really wanted you. I'm like, dude, you're 2 months too fucking late. You knew how I felt about this shit. And this boiled down to he wanted me to talk to him. But even I turned around and voiced out the concern. I said, I'm fucking sorry. Let's break this down. I'm like, it's not my job to follow. It's my job to follow chain of command. It's not my job to overstep command to go talk to you. I said, and not for nothing, I actually went ahead and told you before you even became sheriff I had interest. And then I told Cornwood. And then I told Pinzone. And I'm pretty sure I spoke to Lucas briefly about it. I said, and you never reached out to me. So how was I supposed to feel? During that month process, when you said no transfers, I watched like 5 people get transferred. Clearly, you were okay with transfers. You just weren't okay with me. So I called him out on that shit too. But yeah.
See, my whole issue with that is back when like Bones and Cassidy were the only ones in there. I approached Cassidy and asked them like about it. Cassidy told me that they had a list, like it was predetermined. He wasn't going to share anybody on the list. But when transfers started happening, he said that's what the list was. So, like at that point, I felt like they, like I didn't know if they spoke with anybody yet, but at that point, like they had a list. Like if I'm not on it, I'm not on it. Whatever. Back with the whole Chang Gang court case stuff. There was a lot of shit that happened to me like during that month.
I'm listening.
There was like a week where I took off and like I was extremely down.
Bell,
like,
we gotta wrap this up.
Ricker had passed away.
Fuck.
Ricker was killed. Aziz was killed. I felt like
God
I was overlooked.
damn it.
I requested to speak with High Command and like I told them like Cassidy approached you for BCSO. Bones said I didn't get that feeling that you wanted to join BCSO. Like I was kind of shocked when I heard that because I was under the impression that they had a list. If you're not on that list, then you're not transferring.
Give me 2 seconds. I'm sorry. I have to make a phone
Alright.
call. It's time sensitive. Give me 1 second. Hold on. This is so important. Who else is there? Tess is there. Fuck. Bozo's. Fucking.
Hi, Flop.
Hi, Tessa. I'm gonna make this brief
What's
because
up?
I'm in a conversation right now. But tell Bozo to keep running them. I want to join the next one.
Oh, okay. We probably will.
Okay. I'll be there.
All right.
Mark my word.
Okay.
All right. I'll see you soon. Love you. Bye.
Okay. Love you too. Bye.
Sorry, I forgot to call somebody back. My apologies. I was
No,
listening.
you're
though.
fine.
What's up?
But yeah, that's basically where we're at. Did I mention the part about impeachment?
I mentioned it, and you said it had nothing to do with that, but you believe it was inferred. So.
Oh, well, during the first meeting, when I said that I felt like they were unfit for command, I told them if Moss isn't going to do anything, then I was going to start filing for impeachment.
It's within
Which
your right.
probably didn't help me keep my job, but
I'm
I
gonna
think
make.
that's part of the reason why they pushed for the firing is to make it look like a disgruntled employee. But
Here's the problem with power, is that you earn leadership. Leadership is earned. It is a respect that is earned. And I've been saying this for the last 8 months with people. And I told Moss this myself. I said, respect is earned, and you have to earn the respect of the peers that you work with. If you are intimidated by the fact that somebody disagrees with you, that is a self-reflection that you need to take. It's one thing to say this person's overstepping, but let's try and use some deductive fucking reasoning. How many people transferred before you told them that you were going for impeachment? I'm assuming probably close to 6 or 7 or more. Disagree? Maybe? Agree?
I don't know how many in shift 1 and 3, but McNulty, Bay, Bradford, and Ray in shift 2 at least.
Cool. So that makes 4 minimum. You have a good portion of people that are transferring because they all feel the same way about your leadership.
5, Loki.
Oh, 5. You have 5 people who feel unfit to want to be in your department because of the way that you either treated them or the way that you're running things. You question their integrity because, unfortunately, I hate to say this, if you were the only person, Belle, I could understand the firing maybe to some degree to say, okay, one person has spoken up about this. Deductive reasoning.
100%.
Deductive reasoning says that you make, what, 6? 7? I don't even know anymore. It doesn't even matter. You're not the first person to question this. You're not the only person to question the authority of high command. The difference between you and the 5 or 6 other people is you didn't just walk away from the problem. You tried to resolve the problem. They took a position in leadership to do what they could to make the LSPD a better place and a welcoming place for people to be. The problem is that they failed to do that up to this point. You turned around and you tried to voice your concern. They take the position knowing willingly and openly that if they have pushback, we'll say, from the people that they employ, they need to self-reflect on that. They had more than one person walk away from them. They need to start self-reflecting. You put your foot down and said, it's time to self-reflect because not only am I not feeling comfortable about this, but the other people that have walked away within the last 2 weeks also don't feel comfortable about this. And if that was a reason why they chose to fire you, that is a power trip. And that is 2 people that, unfortunately, I hate to say it, should have never been given the responsibility of command, of high command, of any form of leadership. Self-reflection is so important, and respect is fucking earned. If they fail to earn the respect, people are going to go somewhere where they are respected. Henceforth, why BCSO hired 6 new people. Henceforth, why you got fired. Because they pushed away the people that, unfortunately, actually gave a shit about the place that they were employed to. The only people that had a problem with that were the ones that questioned it. So for you in particular, Belle, the fact that you were treated so poorly, beyond everything, pisses me off. But the fact that they went as far as to get rid of you, again, not because you were the oddball out, but because you were the only one to actually speak up about it, is beyond vile and fucking ridiculous. And I'm sorry you went through that. But you should not for a second feel any guilt for getting fired. You should not take the word fired and take that as any form of reflection that you need to take. Look at it like this. You're the only one that actually tried to do something about it. And contrary to leadership belief, they didn't like that. The problem is that they were appointed to their positions. They feel a sense of entitlement in their positions. You might be the only person who actually did anything to try and make it a better place. And they took a shit sandwich and decided to get rid of, once again, I hate to say it, preaching it from a fucking choir from God knows where anymore. They fired one of the good ones. And I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't think there's anyone good in Shift 2 anymore that has any sort of revival for that place until they actually begin to self-reflect on what they've done to burn that place to the fucking ground.
I mean, I've hired a lawyer for the impeachment. I'm going to pursue that, but even if they do get impeached, I'm not going back.
You shouldn't. You absolutely shouldn't. I'm going to tell you, I want you to do what makes you happy, but I do not want you to take the fact that you were fired as a guilt in any way, shape, or form. Fuck them, fuck the way they treated you, and fuck what that place has become. That place is going to burn to the ground, and so help me under everything that I am worth. I see a future where PD is dissolved. Excuse me. The PD is dissolved, and the marshals are going to be running this fucking island. Mark my word. It may not happen today, it may not happen tomorrow, but at some minimum, I could see them dissolving the LSPD and it just becoming the BCSO. And who would have guessed it? It seems to already be that way. The shell of the LSPD is still there. For what, though? You have the BCSO. Great.
I can tell you right now, it hurt seeing LSPD like running around. And not a single chevron on their arms, not a single button in their collars. Like it, they were cadets and they were PPOs. They have pushed away every officer.
You know what's gonna happen? They got rid of everybody who actually helped the well-oiled machine run. They're gonna have to become the well-oiled machine. Which means they're going to have to take on the interviews, the hirings, the training. They're going to have to take on...
That's the issue, though, Flop. They're not going to.
Exactly
Peter
my point.
Said that,
they're not going to.
Peter said that, do we really need a Shift 2 LSPD?
Yeah,
he is more than content with BCSO running Shift 2.
If he's more than content for BCSO running Shift 2, why the fuck was he put in this position? That's all I want to know. Why the fuck was he ever put in the position of responsibility if this is the way that he's going to treat the department that he's responsible for? I'm sorry, because Belle, the reason I'm pissed off is it didn't just start with you or end with you. You're another example as to why I am glad that I left. You are another example and breath of fresh air to remind me that unfortunately you're not the only case. You're not the last case. And I guarantee you there's going to be a next case. And it's going to land with the falling of the beheading of the high command that failed to function as a department. And I'm sorry that you were setting the example.
Sky's going to be the next one.
Sky is such a good one.
Sky was the second most vocal one in the command meeting. And then Frost and then Decker with his like passive aggressive comments and stuff like that.
Decker is a leadership for common sense, and I will give him that. He's always been good for that. I don't know if he's a brown nose to, you know, be there for high command or not. I won't speak on it. But in terms of the quality of police work that he does, he was always about common sense and was willing to call out bullshit where he saw it. I'll give him that. I don't know if that's changed. It may have. And if it has,
I think
then
there's
so
a
be
lot
it.
of sarcasm with the brown nosing. Because if I do remember right, he at one point he did ask like if so many people have a problem with one person, then why don't we get rid of the one person?
That's the problem, though, is it's not just one person. I mean, you
Oh,
got
it's clear that that one person is being protected by another person.
That's what I'm saying. And it's bad because, again, I think Moss is a sweet person. I think Peters has a lot of leadership qualities from the little bit I know about him. The problem is that the way that he acts and the way that he treats and the way that I don't even know how clearly Moss is letting it happen because it's not the first case, which means, unfortunately, the way that Peters carries himself self-reflects on Moss, and which means Moss essentially is given two choices: act upon it or defend it. And if she's not acting on it, she's defending it, which makes her just as guilty as Peters. And let's pretend it was Moss's problem and Peters had to be the one to defend it. Peters would have to be the one to put his foot down too. And if he doesn't want to or fails to, then it self-reflects on Peters. There's a reason why the rank is called assistant chief. They assist the chief of police. Thank you. You get what I'm saying? Their positions are not split. Their positions go hand in hand. They're supposed to do things together. And if they act together, they're going to be reflected by everyone together. But the problem is it's not just you. It's so many people. Take that shit with a badge of honor, honestly. Take it all with a badge of honor and be happy that you don't have to put up with it anymore. I defended your position on it, Belle, because I care about you and I wanted you to be happy in an area that makes you happy. Just know that I'm happy for you. I'm happy that you're out.
I spoke to Libby about it earlier today. I told her pretty much the same thing. Like, so many people had a problem and they just walked away and they took the easy way out. Like, I felt like somebody needed to stand up. And if it's me, if I die in that sword, like if I end up in a ditch somewhere, then I feel like it's even past that. Because like even talks with Nino, he had made comments about he wanted to leave his mark on the LSPD, leave his legacy.
Good, he did. He ruined it.
That's exactly what I'm thinking of. Like, was his legacy to
leave a steaming bag of
department?
shit? It's crazy because we all said, including me, I thought the worst mayor we ever had was Max. I can't speak for the rest of the city, but I can sure as shit speak for the PD standard. Nino has done more damage than Max ever did.
Do you really think it was Nino though? Like, I know Nino appointed Moss, but don't really have solid evidence about the whole piece of paper.
Well, let's break it down. We've only had two mayors within, I guess, responsibility of the police department. We started with Max. Max didn't do anything great, respectfully. He did some things that were good. I'll give him that. But he, overall, by the end of it, I didn't feel very confident in his ability. And so far from what I've heard with Nino, the problem is that, and this is another thing that people need to remember and maybe consider, Nino appointed these two, apparently, right? The reflection of how...
He's 100% responsible for Moss.
Yeah.
That much I know is true.
So, to some degree, the way that high command in the LSPD is reflected has to reflect back on Nino, as Nino was, from the sounds of it, at least to some minimum, the deciding factor, right? So, maybe agree to disagree or agree to agree.
He's the only factor.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's hard for me to see this any other way. I already don't have a faith of trust in the LSPD. I already don't have a faith of trust in the PD. I haven't had a faith of trust within the marshals, and I fail to continue to see any faith that is deserved anywhere. I told Moss that her job should be to make it a welcoming place for people to be. And so far, it seems to have done the polar opposite. And I feel bad because I think Moss had a good chance But it sounds like it started with Peters, and it sounds like Moss defended it. And that reflects
No,
on
I would
her.
agree.
Unbelievable.
The world we live in.
Now that I'm done venting.
But
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm not done helping people though. Like I spoke with Lottie. Apparently I was already hired before the interview was even scheduled, but I got a job as EMS.
Good.
Oh, wait.
What's up?
I just thought about the optics of it.
What?
Like,
How
I'm going
funny?
to be responding to calls with PD, and they're probably going to be wondering, like, why is Bell EMS?
Oh, I think you should just tell people.
Oh, I've been very straightforward with it.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I have a job at Finley or at Milton's Mods.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't really looking for a job there. Like about a month ago, I was joking around with Finley saying like, "Hey, are you looking for a mechanic?" He said, "As long as you're a cop, you're not getting hired." I called him up today saying, "Hey, are you still looking for mechanics?" And he more or less said, "Bell, I'm not hiring you. You're a cop." And I said, "I'm no longer a cop."
Mm.
Which I feel like kind of turned into him pushing me for. Did you sign a blood contract?
Well, we'll come back to that. Yeah. We'll come back to that.
We're
It's okay.
gonna stay to that. Hold on.
Uh-huh.